Very warm greetings to all. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss an important topic, that is Quine-Mikulski method, which is used to reduce the Boolean expression. In the last video we have discussed K-map method, and we concluded that it is a very slow and lengthy for large number of the problems. So we are going to discuss an alternate and efficient method for Boolean expression, that is Quine-Mikulski method. A Quine a Quine-Mikulski method is a tabular method, and it is based on the concept of prime implicent. It is a very popular as a QM method. It is also known as the method of prime implicant. It produces a minimum term expression for a function f. The standard, we know that there are two kind of these standards, that is sum of products and product of sum. But in this case we prefer the sum of products form, which make it more faster than the K-map method. It eliminate as many literals as possible by the symmetrical city. This make this QM method more efficient, and this to be more symmetrical also, like this law is applicable here. Xy plus xy complement is equal to x, because y plus y complement is always equal to 1. It uses a prime implicant chart to select a minimum set of prime implicant that when old together produce the capital F, that is the function, and it contains a minimum number of literals also. The process to find out the Boolean expression using QM method involves the following step. In the very first step, we will list all the min terms in the equivalent binary form, and then we will arrange the min terms based on their number of the ones available in the binary form. In the second step, we will compare each binary number from one group to the another group, and if they differ from one bit, we will put there as a dash and copy the remaining terms as it is, and we will place a tick mark after each comparison. After this step, we will apply the same process for next cycle, and we will do it until a single equations comes out through the cycles. In the third step, we will list the unticked prime implicants and prepare the prime implicant chart. Each PI, that is prime implicant chart, is represented in a row and min terms in the column. The cross mark are placed in each row to show the comparison of the minimum min terms that make the prime implicant. In the last step, we will find out the essentials or the critical PIs for the result. How we will find out the essential PI? For that, first we will prepare the PI chart, then we will search for a single column, cross column, and select the prime implicant corresponding to that dot by putting the star mark in front of it. Then we will search for multiple dot one by one. If corresponding min term is already included in the final expression, then we will ignore the min term and go to the next dot, and we will do it for the corresponding PI in the for the final expression or the minimized expression. Let us discuss this Quine-Mikulski method by an example. Suppose the min terms are given to you as a 0, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 14. As per the methodology, we will write down the binary form of each minterm as shown here. Now, we will make the grouping according to number of the ones. Now, there are 4 groups. In first group, there is no one in the first category. In the group 1, there are single one available. In group 2, there are 2 ones available. In group 3, there are 3 ones available. Now we will compare the group 0 with group 1. Now compare the first element of group 0 with the first element of the group 1. Now after comparing, we are looking that there is a change of 1 bit at the LSB. So we will mark there as a dash. Now compare it with the next element of the group. Compare 0 with 2. Now here we are looking at second location, there is a change of bit. So we will mark dash at second position. Similarly, we will compare it for the next element. Now after comparing it, we are looking that there is the existence of 3 changes in column 2. Now we will compare group 1 with group 2. There is no need to compare group 0 with group 2 because we have already checked or we have already seen the bits available in 0 and 1. Now we will compare first element of group 1 with the first element of group 2. Now here we are looking at second from the left hand side, second bit is changed. So we will mark there as a dash and we will have a combination in column 2 that is 1, 5 that is 0 dash 0 1. Now compare the first element of group 1 with the second element of group 2. Now here we are looking that 2 bits are changing. So we will ignore this combination. Now compare first element of group 1 with the third element of group 2 that is 1 and 9. In this comparison we are looking that the MSB is changing. So here we will have a combination that is 1, 9 that is dash 0, 0, 1. Similarly, we will compare the another elements. We will perform these combinations or comparison for every elements together. Now again we will comparing 2 with the 6. In comparison of 2 and 6, we are getting a combination that is 206 that is 0 dash 1 0. Similarly, we will compare it with other elements of the group 2. We will perform this comparison for every elements available in the groups. Now we will compare group 2 with group 3. In this combination, we will compare 5 with 7. While comparing 5 with 7, we are looking that there is a 1 bit changing. So we will place this combination that is 5 and 7 in the column number 2. Similarly, we are comparing 5 with 14. Now here we are looking that 2 bits are changing. So we will ignore this combination. In the same manner, we will compare each binary number from one group to another group. Now we have compared every group of column 1 with their next group. Now similarly, we will arrange the column number 2 according to their min terms based on number of the ones. So we will partition the column 2. Now there are 3 groups in column 2. Similarly, like the previous one, we will compare each group with the other group, and we will place the combination in column number 3. Here in column 2 we are comparing 0, 1 with 1, 5. While comparing, we are looking that there is change of two locations, so we will ignore this. Similarly, 0 and 1 is compared with 1, 9. Here we are looking there are 2 changes, so we will ignore this combination also. We are ignoring the next combination also. Now see this combination of 0, 1 with 8, 9. In this case, we are looking there is change of single bit at first location. So we will use this combination for column number 3 as a 0, 1, 8, 9, which will give us dash 0, 0 dash, and we will mark it in column number 2 as a tick mark. Now similarly, we will compare it with rest of the numbers available in each groups. We will perform the second element of group 1 with group 2. Now here we are looking at this combination of 0, 2, 8, 10. There is a single change of bit, so we will use this combination for column 3. Similarly, we will compare the third element of group 1 with the every and each element of group 2, and we will find out the single change bit combination in group in column number 3. Similarly, we will compare the each element of group 2 with group 3 of column 2. Now we will have this kind of combination available in column number 3. Now again we will make the grouping of the results available in column number 3. We are getting that there are 2 groups available in column 3. Now we are looking that there is repetition of few combination, so we will ignore that combination. We have left out with 3 combination, that is 0, 1, 8, 9 and 0, 2, 8, 10, and the last combination is 2, 6, 10 and 14. Now in these 3 columns we will check the unmarked combinations. Now we are looking that there are one element of group number 1 of column 2 is not marked, not ticked. So we will write down the Boolean expression of that combination. It is giving us A complement, C complement and D. Similarly, we are looking 2 elements of group 3 of column 2. In this case, this will give us the result is equal to A complement, B and D. The next element 6, 7 is also not ticked during the comparison. So this will give us an expression that is A complement B C. Similarly, we will write down the three expressions from column number 3, and this will give us the result or the Boolean expression through the QM method. Now, this is the first part of QM method. Now, let us see the second part of QM method. Before this understanding, I would like to draw the attention on K-map in this equation of function f. If you will see the K-map of this function f, you will observe after the grouping of K-map, we are looking that there are three expressions which are not required, which are to be minimized. So we will go for the second part of QM method that deals with the prime implicent. This prime implicent no doubt is important for QM method as a second part of QM procedure to calculate the minimized Boolean expression. The main objective of PI prime implicant is to select a minimum set of PI so that PI chart is to be used in this category of QM method. It is used to select a minimum set of prime implicant. It is a very similar map like a K-map. In this case, we will first select the prime implicants and then we will find out the essential prime implicant to cover up all the min terms of the function. Now, let us continue with the same example. We have received the Boolean expression f. Now, we will prepare the prime implicant chart. Now, there are three individual terms in the expression which we have placed on the vertical side, that is giving us B complement C complement, B complement D, C D complement, A complement C complement D, A complement BD and A complement BC. Now we will place the min terms on the horizontal side of this table as a 0, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 14. From each term we will mark the column number 3 output according to the crosses. Like B complement C complement was derived from the column number 3 as a term left as unticked 0, 1, 8, 9. So we are crossing 0, 1, 8 and 9 in the case of first term, that is B complement C complement. So we will mark each min terms corresponding to each term of the function. Now we will see the each min terms available. We are getting that min term number 9 and 14 are single. They are not in the grouping, while the all other min terms are in the groupings. The only term min term 9 and 14 is single here. So we have to find out the essential prime implicant through these PI chart. First we will see the 14 min term. From 14 min term we are looking, this is touching the equation term that is CD complement, and this tree is touching the other min terms that is 2, 6 and 10 as shown by red tree diagram. Similarly, we will see from the 9 min term, this is giving us the essential prime implicant that is B complement C complement. and this term B complement, C complement is touching the min terms 0, 1 and 8. Now we are looking that min term 5 and 7 are not contained in this tree. So we have to find out one more essential prime implicant for the coverage of min term 5 and 7. Now, if we see this combination, that is 5 comma 7, it is also covering the both min terms 5 and 7 with the other connected terms of the Boolean expression. So there are three essential prime implicant in this chart, that is B complement, C complement, C D complement, A complement, B D. So this will give us the minimum solution from the essential prime implicant chart. So this is the way, by the use of QM method, we can calculate the minimized Boolean expression. Thank you very much.